with their incredible come-from-behind win over the Knicks and changes from game one in the starters. Stan, if you could hang your hat on one. Tonight, the crew chief in his 30th season, James, 500 games officiated, and here we go. And the Knicks will begin it. Underneath, good pass, good finish, Anunoby.
This is to hold us. That was a letdown here in game one.
Yeah, absolutely. And just able, giving up layups will get you beat.
31 points for Halliburton, including the big game-tying shot that sent it to OT. Working on the perimeter. Look at Towns sticking out there. Shot clock is at 3. Rebound with Kevin Garnett, Doc Rivers the coach. Here he is in New York in his 5th season. Oh, look at Siakam. Found his way into his former teammate with the Raptors, Anunoby, and getting the 2.
Well, that's his shot. If he can get into that mid-range and get to that right shoulder, he's very, very comfortable.
Karl-Anthony Towns, a big game one with 35 points. Brunson will take it in. The defensive Turner is there. Knocked away inside. Good defense by Indiana, and here they come. The long strides, the gallop of Siakam.
Wow. What a nice coast-to-coast move there by
the block by Miles Turner, leading the playoffs in block shots.
So the shooting in game one, 51% for each team. They shot well. Good offense. Anunoby, a fake. It's Towns for 3. Missed it all. Yeah, terrific. Siakam will take this shot. Anunoby will defend, and a good start. And he didn't have the greatest scoring game in game one.
No, but we're seeing him, both of his shots in the half court have been his comfort zone, getting to that right shoulder turn.
Bridges had the big first quarter.
Coach was the big difference.
Jalen Brunson on top, 43 points. An amazing offensive performance. And Bridges down low, had 10 in the first quarter. Over Halliburton. With a rebound pulled down by Siakam, very active in this game so far. Halliburton the other way. A double-double for him. Siakam, 3. And a rebound by Karl-Anthony Towns with, again, a double-digit rebounding performance to begin this series a couple nights ago. Inside, the double-teamed Anunoby. Throws it away with a turnover. Indiana has it, will try to cash in.
Oh, what
a pass indeed, and Siakam fit.
He was looking the whole way at Neesmith and found Siakam. That was an unbelievable play there by Halliburton.
Neesmith goes out on Brunson. Neesmith, a terrific defensive player. Anunoby, 3.
When Brunson picked up those 5 fouls and he went on that 5-0 run that kind of extended that Knicks lead to double digits.
Yeah, look, that was his best stretch in the game and when they needed it most.
Whoa, another outside shot. This one goes. And a terrific start for Siakam now with 11.
Well, it's Siakam versus the Knicks right now.
And Siakam in game one scored 17. Down goes Chart. On the wing, Anunoby, Siakam there. Long shot, Towns, 3. Rebound, Siakam, bumped as he
40 times attacking. Anytime they don't attack, Rick Carlisle will be happy.
Nice feed. Turner, Siakam hits the deck, loose inside, vacuumed in. Hart the other way. And in the way, Nembhard. The collision and the fire. It's a rebound by Indiana. 7.5 in the first. With a 5-point lead for the Pacers. Neesmith, 3. Boy, he picks up where he left off.
People sleep. Remember, he was a shooter in college.
Yeah, and he had 2 tough years when he broke in the league with Boston, where he did not shoot the ball well, but he's been over 40% every year with Indiana base and knocking it down.
Indiana has started 6 of 9 with 2 threes. New York, 2 of 8. It's Siakam carving his way, and then the back pedal. And picked up by Hart. Hart had a nice rebounding game with 13 in game one here on Wednesday.
Well, Hart's the best perimeter player rebounder in the NBA this year, 13th overall.
Brunson with a 3. Brunson was named earlier, second team All-NBA. Turner, 3, no. Rebound offensively for Halliburton. Indiana controls. Nembhard with a move. The bump into Brunson with a twist and a fire.
What a start offensively here for Indiana. 58% from the field.
Basically what they did in game one.
Nembhard, one of those guys who in the last 2 years has just been a lot better in the playoffs.
I was a great shooter since I was 8 years old, but the great thing is about our system. Anyone's night at any about Brad Stevens calling him and saying this one is special. Aaron flew himself out to Las Vegas for Summer League so he could get extra minutes with this.
Tyrese Halliburton, a love tap as he was going through the lane there.
That's 2 fouls already on Hart.
Nembhard, step back three.
Well, already we talked about the team now. In game one, they were in drop coverage. Now it's been an all-out switch, coach.
But that switch has got to be more aggressive than what it was.
Brunson hard inside, deflected by Toppin. That's Thomas Bryant. Mitchell Robinson just checked in for Towns, approaching 5 to play in the first.
Bryant's going to have to keep Robinson off the offensive glass.
Brunson mid-range shot, and it's his second one tonight. Some of the series numbers right there. Pacers outstanding and not turning the ball over only 7 times. There's an in. Bridges had 16 in game one and filled the rebounding category and the assist category, had a couple of blocks. Working his way inside.
They were plus 12 in
Yes,
the
they
25.5 minutes that he was on the floor.
In fact, he leads the Knicks in plus minus.
Yes.
In the playoffs. Bryant, Robinson on him. Halliburton got the handoff and works on Bridges. Picked up by Brunson. Here come the Knicks on the move. Toppin is following. Brunson inside. Kicks it on the wing. McBride three.
This is when New York is at their best. Get out in transition before the Pacers can set that defense.
Nembhard working in with a little jiggle and the bump going right into Brunson. Knicks control it. McBride out of the box and off to the races with Brunson the other way trying to finish. And they go in, and Bryant.
I'm leaving early.
And of course, all this in the wake of the only team since '98, 27 years to lose a playoff game, leading by at least 9 points in the final minute of the fourth quarter or overtime. Disheartening loss. The place was stunned. They come out tonight needing a win to tie the series. It's Nembhard who will maneuver on McBride for a long two and misses it all. Right.
I think that's the best thus far. New York defensive pressure right there.
Absolutely.
On that possession.
Bridges and Brunson. Got the screen. There's the switch. Here's the three.
Doesn't need much. Does not need much.
Since he's come into the game.
Knicks on an 8-0 run. Here's Halliburton. He'll take a long three in this. Rebound Brunson. And here come the Knicks. 6 of 12. Anunoby, cross court. Toppin knocked it away. Brunson prying his way into the paint. McBride.
Nobody just got one, so we're going to have to do a better job of hitting first on the boards, and then you know, it's a tighter game. You know, both teams are going to come down to the details.
Thank you, Coach.
We start the second quarter. Robinson pokes it.
When they came out a little bit lackadaisical, their pressure has been absolutely on point here.
Payne is in. McBride. Towns back on the floor. Bridges. And down low, Robinson. The big men are down low. Towns and Robinson paired on that low part. Here's Payne with a three. Rebound. It's collected by newly instated Tony Bradley, who signed a couple of 10 days in the late portion of the season, signed for the rest of the year, and seeing his first action as Mathurin.
With you on that one.
Indiana has won 5 consecutive road playoff games, including game 1. McConnell inside, blasting for 2.
We saw that from McConnell in game 1. In that second quarter, there's a
Bridges and Nesmith. Nesmith for rebound. Connell came in the other night and was really good. Had that great pace and was scoring. Plays with confidence. Takes it down low and a fadeaway and a Robinson rebound.
How many times are you going to say that in this series?
Yep. It's McBride trying to dodge the defense of Mathurin. Look at Towns. Hooking, passing, Payne, slashing. Knocked away. Nice piece of defense inside. Mathurin, Siakam, and they'll take it the other way and scoop it home.
What a 4 minutes.
Right.
No, they were not.
We just had a delayed game violation. One more becomes a technical. It's McBride. Karl Anthony Towns bumping into Siakam. Free throws plus 7 points for the Knicks in game 1, but they missed 12.
Yeah, they shot 40.
You're right.
I mean, 5 straight games now, the Pacers have allowed opponents to shoot 35 or more. And where the problem really is with that with Indiana is they want to keep the pace up, and you can't keep the pace up when the other team's sitting at the line.
Siakam 3. Bradley the rebound. Deflected. Knick defense. And here comes Bridges. Glides, feeds, on top with Towns going up against Nesmith. On the fly.
Man, that is left and shooting back right.
Bradley. And now Siakam. He's going to tackle his way down low. Towns will meet him. Shot clock at 5. Pascal Siakam. NBA champion with Toronto and then traded to Indiana.
Well, he has taken 12 of Indiana's 25 shots to open this game. But they need him right now because these non-Halliburton minutes have really been a problem for Indiana. The other night, plus 15 with Halliburton and minus 12 in his 13 minutes on the bench.
Nesmith got away with a double dribble.
It's Mathurin working on McBride and takes it in. McConnell will pick it up and put it down. He leads all bench players in assists, one of the top scorers off the bench in the playoffs. Payne will snake his way, finding the running and leaping Robinson.
Bone-crushing screens, which is allowing him to slip and get these alley-oops.
Mathurin. So a game 1 win by Indiana on the road for the first time for them in 7 years, winning by 3 in overtime. This is game 2, evenly matched so far. Towns hard.
He has been looking to be so aggressive, especially with Brunson on the
5-1.
Yeah, both these teams are 5-1 on the road in the playoffs.
So impressive.
Well, and so neither one, that's why when you look at game 1 and you say Indiana stole a win on the road, it hasn't mattered a lot in these playoffs, not just for these two teams, but anywhere really.
Halliburton is in with Toppin on top and Tyrese Halliburton right here. Draws the fence in front of him with the 2 bigs. Now Toppin will try to pierce the lane. Robinson got a hand on it. Robinson knocked it away. Here comes McBride racing the other way. Sets up for 3. Rebound, chase and grab. Snatched by Towns. 3, good.
Towns there, getting that long rebound, which leads to that 3.
And with Robinson in the game, New York 29-14. Over Indiana. Toppin was cutting, got the great pass, but couldn't win it at the doorstep. Robinson collects the loose ball. And McBride the other way at 12 in game 1. Bench has almost gotten stronger as the playoffs have gone on for the Knicks. Towns against Toppin.
Now it's a 9-0 Knicks run here.
Halliburton. They'll drive. Toppin will set. Nimhard will fire a 3.
Needed. That is a big shot
and
right
he's
there.
A good 3-point shooter.
He is in Towns. We saw it the other night, especially late in the game. Just too soft.
Payne just turned it over. Halliburton, Nimhard, Turner, Toppin out there for Indiana, along with newly instated Ben Shepherd. It's Turner on top. Robinson comes to meet the drive to the hole. Big play. Miles 3. New York and Indiana, 8 o'clock Eastern. For more, go to the NBA app as Obi Toppin picks up his 2nd personal foul. And here's Bridges.
Well, and that's their 4th team foul, 93 feet away from the basket.
there's a dribbling.
Turnovers negated their offensive rebounding advantage. Already 6 tonight.
So the double dribble on Bridges gives it off to Indiana. Nembhard is down low, and Bridges is on him. Halliburton. It's Turner.
Remember, 31 in game one. He's got to be a little bit more engaged offensively here to close this second quarter.
Are they playing him different tonight, you think, Bridge, defensively?
Well, again, he is more of a traditional point guard where he's trying to get his teammates involved, but come playoff time, you got to be a little bit more aggressive and selfish.
Brunson can't get the roll. Halliburton is on the way, and he'll take it the other way with Toppin.
And to your point, Reg, they need him to score. They were 30-3 this year when he scores 20 or more.
Toppin double. Kicks. 3. Shepherd got. Ben Shepherd, he's out of Belmont. And it's an 8-0 run for the Indiana Pacers.
And a steal.
Here comes Halliburton. He'll put on the brakes. A look left. He throws right in the corner. Picked off by Hart. Nice defense by the Knicks.
Nice job by Hart not giving up on the play.
3. McBride. No. Robinson there. Chases it down. Another offensive rebound. Hart has it with a stagger. McBride sidearm inside Bridges.
Man.
He's the MVP of the first half of this game, or at least the first 20 minutes of this game for the Knicks.
Turner's in there. Hart will defend. Plummets into the paint. Bridges the rebound.
Turner is struggling. He struggled from that second quarter on after game one.
That's a turnover for the Knicks. They had a bunch of them in game one. Here comes Toppin.
This time he'll do a
Score 4 of his 8 points in overtime, though he tried to make amends and did.
But 8 turnovers for New York, 7 for Indiana, though, and they only had 7 the entire 53 minutes the other night.
Brunson.
I cannot. I mean, it is immaculate.
Brunson's got 2 in the quarter, 11 for the game. 3, Halliburton, no. The high bounce again. That's all he shoots when he misses. Those high bounces. Rebound collected by Hart. The driving Bridges. And he's picked up by Halliburton. 3 to play in the half. Bridges struggling tonight. Another shot. 3, no. Robinson tries to get it and snips.